Right, yep.
How do you motivate yourself?
It depends. Motivate to what? There's a different
like
type
getting
of
out of this
motivations.
sluggish feeling, you suddenly one day wake up and you're like, okay, I'm dead. I don't want to do anything.
Okay, get enough rest, drink lots of water and exercise.
It's said like a guru, but somehow I can't seem to get that.
Sweat it out. Just walk around.
Sweat it out.
Move your bottoms up.
Excuse me. I will have a conversation with you after this.
Yeah, but this is something that we can really discuss because Irfan Khairi is here. He's the guru lah.
I know, that's why. The
Guruji.
guru is here, Guruji. So let's talk about this. How do we motivate ourselves?
Okay, how do we motivate ourselves? Like Annie, you mentioned about waking up in the morning feeling sluggish, right? You feeling down, maybe you don't have the strength in the morning. But imagine this.
You sound like this.
Imagine this, when you have all this feeling inside you, but then only you realize that you are late for an appointment in half an hour. What would you do? You get started immediately.
You tak mandi, you pakai baju,
you do
lari.
everything, you just lari. Where does this feeling of unmotivated actually comes from? Within ourselves. It comes from ourselves. And the good news is to become motivated. It does come from ourselves too. When people say you need to go to talk seminars to get yourself motivated, but at the end of the day, it's actually the motivation comes from
us.
it's just us, comes from ourselves. So if you have a deadline, if you have a meeting, like we mentioned just now, having a meeting, and we just realized that we are late, we rush. We found that we find the motivation at that time. We rush to the office, and
that's when everything goes wrong.
Everything goes wrong. Okay, that's another story there. Okay, but my point is, what happened is two things happen there. You change the state of your physical being. You rush faster, you wake up faster, you prepare yourself faster. You change your state, your physical state, and the other one is actually you change your physical mind from being thinking sluggish, being lazy on that day. Everything starts to get motivated in your mind. So there's two states there. You get motivated by changing your physical aspect. You get motivated by changing your mental aspect.
Okay, let's start with the mental aspect first. Once you wake up, no matter how sluggish you feel, should you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to feel good this morning. Today is a very good day.
Okay. Now, from the mental aspect is that people tend to set rules for ourselves. The rules is like something like we mentioned just now.
Yeah.
For example, rules. There's two kind of rules. One is your self rule. Self rule is something like, oh no, the weather's not fine, so I'm going to feel bad today. Or traffic jam. It's going to be a worst day of my life today. Traffic jam, things like that. You're setting rules like when you know if you're setting rules or not. It's like when you're setting something like, if something happens, then this will happen.
Right.
That's your own rule. And if you have your own rule, there's bigger rules. Something like, if I don't have money, then I can't start a business. Or if I don't get the proper support, then I can't be successful. These are self rule, which actually will bring us back. Mentally it will bring us back. We're going to lose there. There's also what we call it as a life rule. Okay, life rule is something like when you have this rule like life is not fair, for example, or you have the rule saying like success comes with a price, for example. Now, if you have that kind of life rule, again, it will hamper your motivation because you're setting a rule to yourself and rule to life, and those are the negative thoughts that we should avoid. Last week we mentioned about focusing. Okay, what we need to do is get rid of all those negative rules and try and create some positive rules and focus on the positive aspect of life.
Okay, so I will just do Om and Om and I just get rid of the tires on this side.
Should you always, write it down or even put it in your smartphone as a reminder?
Does that actually work?
So that is visually you always look at it and you sort of reminding yourself. Is that a good way?
It is a good way, but I'm going to touch upon what Annie just mentioned. Like, I'm going home. Like, all that stuff. That's called affirmation. Okay. When we affirmation, when we talk to ourselves saying like we can do it, we have to think positive. But today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. We are affirming to ourselves. It does work to an extent. But however, a better way to do it is that find the benefits. What you gain by having a great day today? What you gain by waking up quickly this morning and getting motivated? Once you focus on what you gain, the benefits of what you gain, that thing will become a feeling inside yourself. And when it's become a feeling, automatically the motivation motivation comes up. So then again, when Zami mentioned that, yes, find all the ways to remind yourself. Put it in your phone, put it in your on your desktop, on your laptop, wallpaper of your laptop. That's what I do, just to keep reminding ourselves. Because another reason that we feel unmotivated is that the natural human state is actually not being motivated.
Okay.
Natural human state is being comfortable with where we are right now.
Right.
So being motivated is something that we need to work on it, and like we mentioned just now, physically, mentally, change our mental state.
Well, unfortunately, we all love our comfort zone a bit too much, and I think that's when we literally just, pull back and just sit still and start, expanding in different areas and directions. Let's get into that one now. Physically being motivated. Something that's quite challenging for a lot of people.
All right, physically being motivated. I mean, it is challenging, but there are simple ways to do it. For example, by sitting straight, just by sitting straight, and by changing our facial expression, by smiling, changing our. Let's try something out then.
Okay.
Let's sit up straight. Okay, sit up straight.
Smiling.
Okay,
Sit up straight,
smiling. Okay, have like positive gesture around. Well, okay, now with that state, smiling state and sitting up straight, can you feel sad? Think of something sad.
It's difficult to feel sad when you smile.
Yeah,
somehow.
that's the thing.
Even though you feel really, really sad inside.
Exactly.
But once you
That's the point. The point is that we can change ourselves by changing our physical state. I mean, like we change our expression, we change the way we talk. I mean, talk faster, we feel more motivated faster, and we change the posture. I mean, sitting straight, means standing straight. Take care of our posture. Facial expression, the way we talk, and then that too will actually change our physical state, and that too will get us motivated.
All right. Now, we believe we have a call. Back straight, so shoulders up and smiling. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
I'm Khairi here.
Yes,
Hello,
Khairi. Hi, good morning. How are you
Hi,
doing?
good morning.
How are you doing?
Pertaining to the issue how to motivate ourselves, I believe that every day people have difficulties in dealing with such issues, such problem in the life. So, in my sense, I believe that we must be motivated. We must all the time. We must do a reflection. We must get rid any negative sentiment, negative belief in ourselves. So it is important so that a good reflection every day. We must watch to the mirror, and we must forgive other people. We must set, we must get rid the revenge to other people. So it is important. If you have a certain revenge, certain catty, certain, disbelief to other people, so I believe that it is impossible. It is impossible to get rid the to motivate a positive values in ourselves. So it is important. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Khairi. That is one motivated person there.
Yeah, it's well said.
He said it all. You wake up, you must tell yourself
the forgiveness part because recently one of my relatives passed away, and he was only 40, in his 40s, and I was thinking, okay, life is really short. You shouldn't really ponder and always demotivate yourself. You should always motivate yourself to be a better person, right? So I was thinking, okay, now I have come to this state of mind where, okay, I've asked for forgiveness, I forgive other people, and I ask for forgiveness, I forgive other people, and I forget about what happened.
That's
So
right.
I just want to start.
So that is a reaffirmation to yourself.
Yeah,
To physically do something for yourself.
but
isn't it?
physically wise, I've also started, because of this mindset, I'm somehow thinking that, okay, this is a time where you should also try to take care of yourself better, right?
That's right.
So exercise is actually one of the ways.
Exercise is one of the ways. I mean, take care of your food, drink lots of liquid water, and do take care of your daily intake. And then that's another point of changing our physical state.
That's right.
Because once you feel healthy, I mean, like for myself, I try to do a few times a week exercise. I don't go to gym.
You don't need to. Compared to me.
Seriously, go back to us.
We can just do simple exercise from home, and that too will actually keep our blood pumping, and we feel a lot more motivated. And I would like to touch upon what Khairi just mentioned just now. Two things which is very, very important. He mentioned about belief in ourselves, and then the next thing that he mentioned, which is the values, our own values. This too is a very important thing, that how to motivate ourselves. We have if we have the right belief, then that will actually change our state of mind and our physical state. And values is about forgiving, about taking things positively, looking at all the positive lights. I mean, last week we did mention that we have to think positive all the time. There are times that we will feel negative, we will feel down at times, but the trick is to try and snap out of it as quickly
as possible.
And I think some of the times where we subconsciously we don't actually think that we have friends who are negative. We have friends who are not really negative. So should you try to find or befriend people who are more positive and give you more positivity?
Okay. I don't want to be looked at as a bad person here, but the answer is actually yes. We do need to. It's true.
I mean, most of the successful people that we see, they are always surrounded by positive people.
Exactly, because it helps a lot. I mean, there's this term like if you flock with the turkeys, if you want to fly high with the eagle or something like that, something along those lines.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to be a positive person, do try to get around with positive people. And the good news is that those positive people like having company, like having spreading their positive energy around.
Okay.
And being with negative friends, I mean, not like not wanting to be friends, wanting to be their friends. I mean, it does take your energy level down.
They sort of pull you down.
It will definitely will pull you down. So find new friends, join networking sessions, business networking sessions. If you want to go into business, join this business networking session, and you'll find lots of positive people.
Or
there.
join an NGO and you look young forever. Exhibit A.
Oh, cool. Where? Well, that's because you're giving back to society. Now that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, the feeling of euphoria and all that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Now, one last advice from you, Irfan, before we let you off for today. Where do we start?
Okay, where do we start? We start in the morning by changing our posture, changing our physical state. Stand straight, walk straight, walk a little faster. I mean, sometimes by walking a little faster, it will give you that energy rather than feeling sluggish. And the next thing is get a pen, get a piece of paper, and write down all your limiting beliefs or the rules that you set yourself. Like what is actually stopping ourselves? Is it if we don't have enough money, we don't start a business? I mean, and also the life rules. For example, success comes with pain or something like that.
Yes.
With writing good things, 5 good things about ourselves, would that assist?
It will assist. In fact, it will write more. I mean, every day we try and write 3 things which is holding us back. I mean,
3 things that's pushing you forward.
3 things pushing you forward. And what are the benefits that we can reap and gain?
Well, thank you, Irfan.
Thank you, Irfan.
Thank you so
Once
much.
again, it's always beneficial sitting with you and rubbing shoulders, and we feel positive already.
Yeah, and next time when you see Irfan, try to keep up walking with him because he walks really fast.
Yeah. All right, live like you're dying.